Welcome everyone to another live and shit day out of the office. I did it again. Dumb YouTuber not reading storage management for dummy, reads the freaking manual books. I wiped all my data again. How? Testing too much, right? And overworked, multitasking for 3.5 years, not enough sleep, and building storage, testing 4K sectors for you, and once late at night, not very attentive, and all I did was I removed a logical volume on my workstation. It's like, also, it's a little bit clickbait. I didn't lose all my company data. I only lost all my working copy state again that I just the other day partially reverted because I'm probably too overworked. The other day I reverted most of my working copy when I was Tmux in a QEMU VM, and I wanted to revert stuff in my test VM and I was in the wrong Tmux, and shit happens. Also, yeah, commit early, commit often. So thankfully not that much, like the other day, not that much was lost. I mean, in general, fingers crossed, maybe we can restore something. But the point of this video is also you don't see everything because it's resized stupidly. Thankfully, I commit early and often because otherwise I would have already lost more the other day. And the point why I make this video, normally I would, of course, pro tip, don't tell the world that you're dumb and stupid and stuff and didn't concentrate. But the point of this video is I probably could restore it. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not yet 100% sure. So what I did last night is because reshuffling my workstation, storage and stuff, I was already wondering at night. I was like, pro tip, if you're wondering at midnight why something is strange, maybe don't do it and maybe sleep over it. Because what I did is I removed a logical volume, LV0, and last night I was wondering, why the heck do I have a stray LV0 logical volume on my LVM2? And the reason was because I the other day removed the not 4K native Samsung SSD, and because usually I had it named serve or /service stuff, and then I probably created LV0 with the default name and just copied the data over. So I had running, I didn't remember that like for some days I was running this misnamed, right? So pro tip, if you're wondering, and it's like, I mean, of course LVM2 said it's active, but I thought, yeah, it's active and stuff. So the problem is LVM2 would normally not even have deleted that if it would have been actively mounted, but because Util-Linux is also so shitty that it's an Luke's 2 encrypted thing, and normally I would like that it would work in fstab dev vg0 serve, and it would recognize it as a Luke's encrypted partition, but it doesn't work, right? So because that doesn't work, maybe I should patch something, but due to that it's not auto-enabling on boot, and like I need to crypt setup. Like probably I should probably patch it because it's actually fucking annoying. I have no idea how the other major Linux, I mean, maybe the Red Hat forked Linux things have hacks somewhere. Maybe I should study how they mount something. I'm really surprised that a decade later, or soon too, why is it not supported? I mean, I actually checked that, right? I extracted the sources I read and grabbed, like I didn't read, I grabbed. Anyway, so yeah, only because I freshly rebooted. If it would have been actively mounted, actually LVM2 would not have removed it. But anyway, now the problem is, probably most of my data would hopefully be there. The only thing is, like, because like if I create here now, LV0, LV0 from 20 gigs, it says cryptlooks, so the signature is still there, so I don't remember. I mean, unfortunately, actually I would have had a bash history. Anyway, depending on how much other LVM storage stuff I did, probably not that much at night, hopefully, for some reason. All right, maybe I did nothing because, spoiler, I pasted this in our Discord already. Like now I have one 4K native, previous video, 4K native sectors, and one still not reformatted because I wanted to create the data. And that is also really silly that you can't extend this with inconsistent logical block size, 512 4K. It's like due. You had the LVM extents. I mean, I get it for like RAID or other buffer handling. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, maybe it would never work. Maybe it has a chance if your LVM, maybe I should test this, if your LVM is already 4K to add 512 byte, half, should we call this half K? But maybe it also doesn't work. Probably there is a check in there, like if the size is not equal. It's stupid, however, because for everything non-RAID, the extents are anyway large, right? We have here probably 32K or 64K, like the LVM managed, or maybe even larger, maybe the extents are even 4 megabyte or whatever. We could certainly LVM dump this. But anyway, so probably have done nothing. But now the problem is, in my point of this video, like coming to the point, like, hey, 5 minutes and finally coming to the point. My point is, it's really stupid. And that's a recurring theme, right? We have 100,000 people contributing, plus minus, maybe even more, for 30, if not soon 40 years, contributing to the Free Software Foundation's GNU and Linus Torvalds Linux kernel was probably 200 million a year annual budget, and 2000 whatever, I lost track, 2030 years Linux distributions, and things are still not amazing, because if I want to add this now, LV create that, and it says, hey, crypt look signature detected, which obviously is amazing, thanks for that. Wipe it, no. I would expect to create it anyway. I mean, so that's the point of the video, right? Let's maybe patch that. I mean, it's like why, right? I mean, if I want to create it, like why? The thing is, it's now aborting, right? So now I'm patching LVM, like I'm hopefully maybe patching LVM2. I mean, this is outright silly. This is a recurring theme of usability, right? There is even on the command line usability design and engineering, right? This is really like worst case. I mean, maybe there is a I mean, I don't really want to force because not to wipe the signature, so there is no force. Wipe signature, yes, no. I mean, the question is, does it do? I mean, I don't really feel like trying that. Virtual size? I mean, we could try with W no. Does this work? Okay, this hopefully worked. I mean, okay, fair enough. Let's crypt. Do I have this in? Okay, this is now LV0 because. Oops. Fingers crossed. I hope it was a... Okay, that video is short then. However, I might patch this anyway, right? I mean, because my problem with that is, you want to create it, the only thing is it asks you, do you want to wipe the signature? You say, no, I want to keep the effing signature because there is my effing data, and it's not doing it, right? It's, in my opinion, that's a bug. It might be by design, it might be by... But sometimes it's also by accident, right? Some people at Red Hat write some stuff, or actually LVM also previously maybe at IBM. And then it's just so because some programmer wrote it like that. We even recently had other LVM. I'm really surprised that there are still, after 15 years of LVM, this is even LVM2, right? It's not LVM, Logical Volume Management 1, which we had 20 years ago in Linux. This is already the fully rewritten, more flexible and feature-rich version 2, right? And it's still such strange stuff. Does this work? On file system? Ah, this is also wrong. Mapper. So ideally, this is what I mean, right? Ideally, I would want mount to do this automatically. I grab the sources. Yes, I could patch it myself. I probably rather do it from my microkernel because the C code is just too ugly for me. So, how did I call it this one? Did this office type? What is it? Maybe the size is too small. I don't. Total should be most, but failed. What device total byte should be at most? What? 450, but so much to more saying, kissing my data goodbye. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you tinker on your dual NVMe rated workstation storage, like yeah, if I would use a storage area network, of course, then I wouldn't get 10 gigabyte a second performance. I slightly wonder why device total byte should be, but found, is it not more? Should be at most. Why does this not? I mean, maybe that's a warning and there is already data corruption for clobbering my data. I mean, thankfully not that much is lost, right? It's a little bit annoying. Of course, I always have there some things, including my nice BSEC script. Yeah, mistakes were made. And good morning, and hope you're doing better than my destroyed data. This is way larger. Why is this 400? What did it want? Wait, device total byte should be at most, but found. This is also really strange. So yeah, would need to this is really strange. Or did I create this for 512? So the thing is, I don't know. Looks. I don't know what I had created this backup with. Maybe I use 512 so, but this is should be at most, but found. Okay, maybe, I mean, maybe fair enough. Maybe I just created it not big enough now. Looks dump. Was it looks dump? Def VG0. What size is in here? Let's hope mounting this didn't. Is there no size included in this looks header stuff? So I close this, right? What did it say? 500? What did it even say? How much is that in power of 2? Oh wait, or is it? Yeah, this is. Maybe I created 512. Usually I use some round numbers. Oh, it's more than. So yeah, not all. Okay, that looks. Wait, did I want it even? Somehow this looks. What did I even freaking mount here? This looks not right. This looks somehow strange. what's going on here. This is somehow this looks like from the middle. Okay, well there goes my data. I'm surprised it worked at all, because it doesn't even error much. But it looks like at least the wrong offset here should be T2 and it isn't. I don't even remember having this open bench thing here. This is bizarre. I'm surprised it doesn't error out more with crazy stuff. Just see if my T2 sources appear somewhere in this beat trees. What was that noise? Yeah, shit happens. I mean, thankfully, I mean, it's already kind of used to that, so, but like, okay, the main point of this was, or maybe I should unmount that and this is truly bizarre. Probably better should unmount that. I mean, it has a valid. I'm surprised it mounts that much with all the complexity of encryption, and someone is freaking loud here in the neighborhood. Anyway, maybe the thing is it's not at the right offset, but probably I had, so the problem probably is it was previously an entirely different offset, because I had a RAID 0 over 2 NVMEs and then created that. So maybe I could recover that if I scan the NVMe for the crypt signature, and like at 750 gigabyte somewhere, it should certainly be possible. Anyway, the point of this video was, should this, where was it even? Let's remove it again, because right now there's even mostly unusable stuff on it anyway. My point of this video was, should we patch this message to mounts? And if you, I mean, because there is no, because now even I had to read the freaking man page, which is not the worst thing, but it shouldn't be that if an administrator wants to create something and he explicitly says, no, please don't wipe the signature because I want to use it, that it's, does it even say interrupted? Or did I Control C? I know, probably Control C. So yeah, let's still 1 minute try to patch this. Another set day for my data. Tar. Yeah, that's also by, I mean, yeah, if I would have a backup of my workstation, of course you could say, no, why do I not have a backup of my workstation? Because it's just my temporary T2 development thing, right? And all the substantial things should be versioned. So yeah, I will probably still write some quick code later to try to find second signature to potentially find the second blob of data there. I wonder if maybe I could extract it also out of the LVM metadata, that is just some huge text blob. Maybe, I mean, do we have, there is some LVM dump, and maybe it even includes this old data. I didn't recently look into that. Where would that be in? What was this one? No, thank you very much. DM setup, one of... where is the freaking metadata? Anyway, maybe this was not the right comment. Because the metadata is in plain text on the drives in LVM2, and potentially it could be possible that it's like rolling buffer or whatever updating this. Maybe there's still old configuration stuff in there. Anyway, let's quickly try to do that. No. Let's see that. Maybe the best point of attack here is this. Why does this not? Maybe here. Test mode. Fix me. I'll drop a fix me to that offset. Why is this not? Finding anything? Yeah, leave in the comments below. I mean, I have a workaround. Metadata, LV, which one? But, I mean, sure, there's a command line option that thankfully works, but in general, leave in the comments below. I don't find it sophisticated. I mean, they could at least include rerun with capital W stuff. Yeah, that's for this video. I will probably not further delete my data here. Could we try DD rescue? Check some error. Why is that? I'm not sure if can DD rescue scan. I mean, it's encrypted, right? I mean, that's of course one thing. If you have full disk encryption, there is not much to recover without decryption, right? So the only thing I need is a proper offset of the other full disk encrypted stuff. Do they even support that? I would not even think that that would find something, because it's probably scanning files, right? But do we have else? What is it? Else? Do you have that theoretically? Not sure what's up with this checksum. Unless, I mean, maybe we migrated that from one to another. Data did this, but why is the checksum then incorrect? Motec again. Somehow there are different files coming off of the server. That truly sucks, obviously. Oh my, the state of the internet and stuff. What are you, what do you mean with really? Yes, really lost some data? Yes, I lost even the most professional dummies sometimes. That's why you have backups, and RAID is not, I mean, I didn't have RAID in this moment, but I probably I should probably download all the things. So finding the right offset. So there was, I mean, thankfully it's an LVM, so that scans pretty fast. So then, yeah, regarding this patching, somehow it doesn't grab here the most convenient. I would probably like to patch that if I just would find the right place. Here's some diff type. Is type and flag list. Yes, no prompt. So which function? Log ID wipe. Where is that used from? Only same file. Failed to step back. Blog ID probe. Step back. Okay, they have here a int yes, force t force. Where is the wipe? Wipe non-signatures with block ID. So it's not as maybe not as easy. Okay, something maybe for my to-do, if I can even recover my to-do. Probably most precious. So maybe that answers the question, should I put every to-do into GitHub? Maybe I should, if I'm so stupid. Hey, copyright 2013, 10-year-old code. Like if I'm too stupid to take care of my precious to-do data, then maybe that answers the question. I should put everything into GitHub. Oh my. So this is block ID. Block ID is in some other util Linux. So that is in, or is it, wait, where is util Linux block ID? You would need the magic string for that. I mean, it should not be that hard to patch. Like basically, it should simply be treated as not, I mean, yeah, should, but whatever. Yeah, so we would need to figure out the ID for this. So not X and it was C. Key slots. So, okay, there are quite some. Whatever the ID for that is. I mean, given it starts somewhere at key slot, I mean, maybe we could of course read the freaking manual, which looks. Not sure, maybe in block ID. Apparently it's offset, so layout of the header is as follows. Magic byte looks. Where is the magic byte? Crypt setup, fuck you. Also rendering slow like. Going to read one thing. Backup and data recovery. For the most question cryptanalysis people manage to damage the start of the Linux partition or just delete the logical volume. Current backup partition debug So Lux 2 header should be a bit more resilient. Critical data starts later and is stored twice, but can decidedly still be destroyed. Where is the freaking header now? I mean, I could simply grab. The problem is with simply grabbing, I don't have the offset. I don't want to freaking backup. I mean, I should have freaking backupped it. Where's the freaking header now? What do they have here? I was promised a format thing. Oh, here. Refers to Lux 1 on disk format specification 123. Lux, and where is freaking key slot? What does the on-disk structure of Lux1 looks like? What I want, refer to the Lux2 document reference in item 1.2. Why do they not include it here? See item 1.2, 1.2 warning. Here, Lux2 doc. Ah. Why is this so convoluted? Yeah. So JSON area, as I said, binary header offset JSON area. So binary header is intended to quick scanning by block ID and contains signature to detect loops. Basic information. All integer values are stored in big endian format like it should be by sane people. Second header, so offset, JSON area, kilobyte, header offsets and area sizes. Contains a unique string, CC defines magic. Magic first, magic second here, looks, and reverse, whatever this BABE, what does this translate to? Anyway, okay, I could simply scan for looks. The thing, I mean, I could hex dump it. So maybe the easiest, I mean, I could write a custom tool. I mean, if I just grab it, it will just say binary file matches. If I grab it with -a, it will anyway match. It will match somewhere, output some random, additional random stuff. So remove. It's of course really error prone, all right. If I just, obviously I don't remember what was the size of. Anyway, so if we hex dump all, I don't know what the performance implications of this are. I rarely do things like this. Which one is the new, which one is the old? That one is the old one. So this is of course not the highest performance thing. For that you need to write it in C++ or Rust. So label 1, here is even, so here's LVM2, but what we want, so that is the, actually here's the stuff I mentioned, right? Probably, do we have still some serve in there? Here is something, look at that. Here's old stuff in there. So this is some probably circular buffer, right? I mean, obviously we have the specification open, we could just freaking read it. But here is serve. Strip, is that here right from 512? So is that what, or is it what I just, this might be new stuff. Sunday, June 4th, no, Sunday June 4th is new stuff. So apparently it was 512 gigs. Striped over 2 drives. 512 gigs, right? So that makes it 256. Oh shit. Numlock wasn't enabled. 256. Padding. Half because it was striped, right? It usually is 00. So it is then half the size, right? Striped over 2 devices. And then the other, let's create, so it should be linearly allocated, hopefully, fingers crossed. reproducible. I mean, obviously you're not implementing random allocations there for crazy reasons. 500, let's see if it, I mean, yeah, the stuff will tell us. So let's create, okay, this didn't work because this does not tell us that there is a signature. More. What did I, LV0? Yeah, that's pretty blank. Yeah, okay, so far to that theory. I mean, it is always possible that it's offset just a little bit with whatever surrounding metadata. Yeah, another case of pre-major optimization, right? You want to upgrade your storage and all you do is creating more work and losing work. That, of course, sucks a bit. I mean, I probably... probably shouldn't give up that easy. I mean, we can always read more of this old metadata. VG0, so... But yeah, that's mostly for this video. It makes no sense to document here my error-prone process of maybe recovering something. Yes, remove right from remove. I mean, so yeah, there are quite some excessive comments in there, right? That you, like, another lesson learned for you. When did I do that? I mean, that's of course not the worst idea, right? To have a relatively large sized circular buffer, a ring buffer. And basically you could then quite reproduce, as we try to dissect here. Actually, this is just starting at the, is it just starting at the beginning? So much metadata. We could actually kind of less that, right? For more readability. What? Use F2. Ah, this is so stupid. So that is more readable, right? LVM2, so... And that's the extent size, right? Okay, I was a little bit off. I thought... That is why I said in the beginning it is lame that you can't mix half K and 4K. If the extent size is anyway 2 times 4K, it's like, yeah, it's pretty lame, but it is what it is. So... Here you see all the stuff I had done to it. Like not all that, at least some of the stuff I've done to it. If we create linear, so what do we have? 16 gigs. That's probably right from LV create. Probably renamed it then, huh? For some reason, whatever testing I did there. I mean, basically, I could check the LV0 that I once. Here is some LV0. Time segment start extend 0. Yeah, at least something, right? Serve. I mean, maybe complicated with, I mean, that is the thing, right? I mean, that's of course not a linear thing. I might have a swap in there. And I might have removed the swap and stuff. So it's not as simple. I mean, it's not simple partitions anymore, right? So the data actually, I mean, the true thing to replicate that would actually be to plug in a second compatible NVMe drive then and precisely redo the steps. It probably should lead, because I can't redo all the steps because the second NVMe, and right now I have reformatted to 4K native sectors. Actually, I could actually reformat this to half K sectors. Don't need to replug in another one. I don't have data on that yet. So So 16 gigs, I'm not really sure why I didn't name that, or did it not log that? Okay, at one point I even had there is something. I even had this 1.8 terabytes. Somehow it does it not log the name? I can't believe I did. So maybe that's not logging that as I typed it, because I would have named that. I mean, if I might have missed it at 1, but not at 2. Yeah, I did quite some back and forth testing and so on, so it might not be as trivial to, strapped swap at what point. And that is this data is offset, right? So by swap and stuff. There is a name though. Did I really not name the others? There is a name, serve. So that's half a terabyte there. Would need to check with all the creation times there that they are truly linear, not that this is wrapping. Anyway, here I did that. Type linear. I did type linear because I had still 2 physical volumes in there, right? I wanted that. Did I actually resize that then? Where was the other type linear serve? So I had this 300. Did I actually... Okay, I removed the swap, probably I needed the space. Yeah, I removed this because I wanted to upgrade this to 4K native. So much do I upgrade to 4K native, lose all your data. It's like, yeah, pro tip, don't mess with your production storage. Copy, like, be professional. Don't be like me, be a professional, copy it to some other entirely different machine, right? The only thing is nowadays terabytes of data. Quickly copying that. Why are the stripes so strange here, partition? But anyway, it's not the topic of this video. Yeah, so this data recovery is not, that's not easy data recovery anymore. That is dynamically allocated all over the disk, or sort of all over. So what did I mean, the problems even did this wrap, right? So probably I probably should grab, for better visual sorting, grab the commands and timestamps. Where was even the command? Right from, so grab right, or time, what was it, time? Yeah, binary file matches, thank you very much. Right from, so actually I didn't want creation, was there not a better time? Or is that, or maybe that is a creation time. I'm not sure why we have this twice then, so. But anyway, of course, yeah, I mean, actually, maybe this here is better. I mean, this is probably not the easiest human sortable there. probably that is easier to sort, right? To make sure they are actually in chronological order and didn't wrap yet. Anyway, that's how you would be doing it. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Leave in the comments below what you think. Have a better day. Don't corrupt your data. Share, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon as I have maybe recovered some data.